My mom shared my private news again, and I finally stopped telling her anything. I didn't plan to cut my mom out of my personal life. I didn't plan to stop telling her important things, but when a stranger congratulated me on something, I hadn't even told my closest friends yet. I knew exactly what had happened, and something inside me finally snapped. Growing up, my mom and I were close. At least that's what everyone said. She called me her best friend. She told people we had no secrets. She loved telling everyone how proud she was of me. For years, I believed that meant she cared. It took me a long time to realize she just loved being the first person with news to share. When I was in middle school, I told her about my first crush. The next day, my aunt teased me about it at a family barbecue when I was in high school. I told her I failed a math test. My grandparents called me that night to encourage me. When I got into college, I asked her not to post about it until I could tell my friends myself. She posted it anyway with photos and my acceptance letter. When I confronted her, she said, "I was just proud of you." That sentence became her shield for everything. I tried setting boundaries. In college, I told her I didn't want my personal life shared. I explained how embarrassing it was to hear my own news from other people. She would not apologize, promised to do better, and then do it again every single time. After graduation, I moved to a different city and started building my career. For the first time in my life, I felt independent. I started being more careful about what I told her. Not because I didn't love her, because I didn't trust her. And that realization hurt more than I expected. 6 months ago, I got a huge opportunity at work. A promotion, a big one, the kind of opportunity I've been working toward for years. I hadn't even signed the paperwork yet. It wasn't public. It wasn't official. I called my mom because I was excited and nervous and wanted my mom. Before I hung up, I said clearly, "Please don't tell anyone yet. I want to share the news myself." She laughed and said, "Of course I won't. I should have known better." 3 days later, a distant family friend messaged me. "Congratulations on the promotion. Your mom must be so proud." My stomach dropped. I hadn't even told my best friend yet. I called my mom immediately. She answered cheerfully like nothing was wrong. When I asked if she told people, she said, "Well, just a few close relatives." A few. That few turned out to be both sides of the family. Her coworkers, church friends, neighbors, and apparently anyone who would listen. I told her I felt hurt and betrayed. She sighed and said, "I don't understand why you're upset. It's good news." That's when I started sharing less. Big life updates became smaller. Details became vague. Phone calls became shorter. She noticed and she hated it. She kept asking why I was being distant, why I didn't call as much, why she was always the last to know things. I wanted to scream, "You're the reason," but I kept the peace until last week. Last week I received the most personal news of my life, the kind of news you sit with quietly, the kind you process before telling the world. I told exactly 3 people, my partner, my best friend, and my mom. Before telling her, I said the same thing I always say, "Please don't share this with anyone." Yet she promised again, and for a moment, I believed her. 2 days later, I went to the grocery store. While standing in the produce aisle, a woman I barely recognized smiled at me and said, "Congratulations. Your mom told us the wonderful news." My heart stopped. I asked what she meant. She said my mom mentioned it at a community event the night before. A community event, meaning dozens of people knew before I even had time to process it myself. I don't remember finishing my shopping. I don't remember driving home. I just remember sitting in my car staring at my phone, realizing something very simple. My mom didn't see my life as mine. She saw it as hers to share. I called her when I got home. I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I just asked one question. "Why do you keep doing this?" She laughed softly and said, "I just get excited." That was it. No apology, no understanding, no accountability, just excitement, and something in me finally shut off. I told her calmly, "I love you, but I'm done sharing my private life with you." She thought I was joking. I told her from now on, she would hear major life updates when everyone else did. Public announcements, social media, group messages, no early access, no private details, no exceptions. She got quiet, then hurt, then angry. She said I was punishing her. She said I was shutting her out. She said mothers deserve to know things first. And for the first time in my life, I didn't feel guilty. I felt relieved it's been a week. She keeps texting like nothing happened, like I didn't draw a line in permanent marker. But for the first time in years, I feel like my life belongs to me again, and I wish I had done this sooner. Did I overreact by stopping sharing personal news with my mom? Should I give her another chance or keep this boundary?